Today's video gives me a lot of joy because we are mixing a high-end brand with a luxury brand, and that's just very me. And we also give nod to what I'm calling my casual red lip era. So let's talk about it. We're going to look at a bunch of products from IRIS&ROMEO. You know I love them. And from HERMES. You're not going to get any more luxury than HERMES. And we're going to see all of that here today with me, Rebecca. I am a fashion and beauty editor who has worked for over 20 years in the trenches with some of the biggest names in the business, interviewing them, writing about them, ghostwriting for them, books, magazines, newspapers. But I have brought not fit for print beauty right here to YouTube so that you have a sort of live or filmed live video to watch on all your beauty newbies and best ofs and all of that good stuff right here on YouTube. All right, so let's get started. As you know, I am bombarded during the holiday season with so much to cover that sometimes I'm including them in one video. And this for me is very logical. It might seem to you to be an odd pairing. To me, it is how I live my life. Those dashes of luxury in with kind of high-end things. And I think that's the most fun. So we're going to look at IRIS&ROMEO and HERMES today. From HERMES, we're going to look at 3 different products. And this is kind of what I was talking about the other day when I said that around the holidays, I feel like I'm picking up a big thing of laundry and a sock falls out. And when I grab the sock, then another sock falls out and a t-shirt falls out. And so I'm kind of picking up some pieces that I've left on the ground. One of them being this gorgeous limited edition HERMES Plein Air 24 Faubourg Face and Eye Illuminating Powder. This is Or Rose, is the shade 02 Or Rose. It is a limited edition highlighter from HERMES to, as you can see, commemorate their store. It's like an homage to their store. It can be used with a brush or with a finger. It can be applied. And it has a skin-like texture for eyes, for face, for lips, wherever you want it. It is $111. Oh, don't act so shocked. It's HERMES. You know, they probably charge us at this point to walk into the store, right? Okay, but it's gorgeous, and I will be showing you some outdoor swatches of everything we're talking about, but just here on camera, just to show you, that's it with a finger. In the video, I'll get a little more on there. In the demo, I should say, we apply it with a brush, so you'll see it that way. And here, applied with the finger, you'll see it that way. It's beautiful. It's just kind of a pink highlighty shade, a definite collector's item. I have avoided the beautiful embossed area, and you can see where I've just been sticking my piggy finger in up there and not down here. That's you know, it's a collector's edition. And of course it comes in the beautiful orange HERMES box. Always beautiful. I also picked up, just for fun, I keep talking about how lately I'm trying to wear a red lip in casual situations. For me, a red lip used to be too fussy, and I would only put it on if I was wearing some sort of an evening gown that was black with black heels and, you know, like some diamond, you know what I'm saying. I'm trying, because lipstick formulas have become so forgiving and easy to wear, I'm trying now to wear red just kind of with jeans and played down face, and today was the perfect opportunity for that. So we will look at one of the Rouge HERMES satin lipsticks. This one is refillable. This one in 75 Rouge Amazon, but this comes in 10 shades or more, 10 that I saw. $75. Again, don't act so shocked. It's HERMES. It's not the price of a Birkin, but it's getting there. And talk about a sock that fell out when I picked up the laundry. Everybody's been asking me why I skipped this. It wasn't on purpose. It was just accidental. Let's finally look at the HERMES Straight to HERMES eye pencil. This little guy comes in 24 or more shades. And I picked up the Brun Encore, just the brown shade. Why? Well, you know, because I just wanted one to try. We're going to talk a lot about this. Here it is. It's just a brown pencil. We'll see it in the California sunshine. Let me show you the lipstick too. Oh, it's so pretty. You see it on me already, but there's a little swatch live. This is such a nice formula too, the satin lipstick. The eye pencil formula, boy, be careful, because this pencil has a little smudger on one side like Victoria Beckham Beauty, but they could not be further apart in formula. That is making a lot of people hate on this pencil, and I think you should give it a chance if you're a certain type of person. We'll talk about that later. I also want to talk about Iris and Romeo. They are my everyday staples, and I love their Weekend Skin. I wear their Weekend Skin almost every day, whether it's under makeup or just on my skin, you know, just in the transparent color. But they were nice enough to send over. Too bad Hermes didn't send their stuff over. I bought that. But Iris and Romeo did me a solid, and they sent over their Weekend Skin in Warm Glow. This little guy comes in 3 shades. It's $50. And it's beautiful. It's like a universal warm glow. I have it on. Kind of really suits any skin tone, but it just gives a little bit of a warm golden glow. I kind of compare it to the Victoria Beckham Augustinus Bader moisturizer with gold. This is kind of like that, a little bit thicker. It's universal warm glow, kind of like and they also have a sheer bronze. But this kind of adapts, no white cast, to a mineral sunscreen. It's dewy, it's luminous, it layers. You put it on like you would put on a moisturizer, warming it up in your hands and putting it on. You will see in the demo, but it's a really pretty one and works for pretty much any skin tone. So we're going to try that on today. I'm already wearing it, and we're going to couple that with something else. Iris and Romeo sent over 2 other really delightful items. They sent over their Best Skin Days Treatment Concealer, which comes in 15 shades. This is a brightening second skin finish. You can use it for dark circles under the eye or dark hyperpigmentation on the face or even blemishes. And I have shade 4. This is $32. And it's another beautiful one. I tell you in the demo, it reminds me a little bit of Ciel. Really thin, but a really medium to full coverage. It's amazing what technology has done for concealers. Used to be that to get full coverage, you had to use it so sparingly or things would cake up. Well, not anymore, my friend. Not anymore. Okay. Beautiful. And then we're also going to take a look while we're here at this Ceramide Multi-Balm Cheek and Lip Stain from Iris and Romeo. I'll show you it on the lips too. This is a good kind of multi-purpose stick. It comes in 8 shades. I got it in Rosé Cheeks, which I am wearing, and I even went to put it on the eye. Iris and Romeo didn't tell me to do that. I went rogue and did that on my own. So this is $29. Like I said, 8 shades. It's hydrating. It's dewy. It's just a quick wash of color. And it's great for those no makeup days, which happen to be my favorite. And lately I'm trying to do with a red lip. So I thought, wouldn't it be fun to do it with like a crazy luxury red lip that's $75? It's kind of fun. Whatever. You might disagree. But anyway, so we're going to try all of these products on and talk about them all today. I want to go to the demo, but first let's take these products outside in the warm California sunshine. Take a look at that beautiful Face and Eye Illuminating Powder next to the lipstick and just a little scribble of the eye pencil in Brun Encore. And then we go to that Weekend Skin. Now, I'm going to show you as I walk over into the shade. You'll see that I also have some of the Weekend Skin on the top of my hand rubbed in. But you're seeing it kind of in its full force right there. And then the Ceramide Multi-Balm Cheek and Lip in that wash of color called Rosé Cheeks. I do not swatch the concealer. We're going to put it on here. A concealer swatch isn't really that good for anyone. Now, I will put the concealer on my concealer spectrum, and we do that when we do the little check-in, so look for that. I do have timestamps down below, so you can look for that down below. This is really just a super fun video for me because this is just kind of how I'm feeling lately. This is the combination that I'm really enjoying lately. So I also wanted to share it with you while exposing you to hopefully some products that are new for you or brands that are new to you. Make sure that you're subscribed, as that's the kindest thing you can do for me. And now we are going to go to the demo. Here we go. Let's do our complexion portion, and then we can let it sit a little bit, so it'll, kind of be like a bit of a wear test. The first thing I'm going to do is just dive right into the Iris and Romeo Weekend Skin, this time in Warm Glow. I had been using the transparent shade, so I'm really excited to see this. Now I'm going to put it on the back of my hand, but Iris and Romeo does say that this should be applied like a moisturizer because this has all of those properties. It has your SPF in it, but also all your skincare properties. So it's really all you need. And of course, so they're saying that therefore warm it up between your fingers and apply it like a moisturizer. You can use a brush if you want to, but really the brand recommends doing it this way. Choose your best though. But I always like to use my hands. Now this could be a primer, but today, since I have the Iris and Romeo concealer, we're going to just kind of use this as, just something to even out my skin tone. I can even build it up a little bit. And the good thing about building it up is the more you put on, the more you're sure, warming it between my hands, the more you are sure to get as much of that SPF, that mineral sunscreen that they have in there, as possible. Now, all of these shades are really nice and they kind of even out your skin tone. This one gives me a little bit more of a golden glow. Frankly, to compare it, much the same way that the Victoria Beckham product that she did with Augustina Spader works, to be honest. And this one has a little bit even more of kind of reflection to it, which I really like, kind of a dewiness. So to me, this would also be ideal, and I use my transparent one underneath a matte foundation. I know that makes the foundation a little less matte, but I kind of like to kick it up a little bit and give it what I call a little bit of movement underneath. Okay, so that part's done. And now we're going to put our Best Skin Days Treatment Concealer underneath it. This one comes in 15 shades, and I have shade number 4. Okay, so we're going to put this everywhere we would put a concealer. Nice, easy doe foot to use. Of course, you know where I need concealer. The Dark Pits of Despair, sing it if you know it. I'm going to put a little on my lid. I think I use and test too many eyeshadows. I think I kind of am getting stained lids. At least that's what I think it is. But a little bit of concealer always does the trick. Sometimes I use an eyeshadow primer, but mostly I just use concealer. Now, since I have used this product that has very light coverage, since I have used the Weekend Skin on the rest of the face, I'm going to go a little heavy on the concealer. Not heavy, but you know, I kind of put on a lot of concealer. I'm polka dotty. Why? Well, because it's going to provide more of that coverage for me. I'm letting it sit a little bit because we always let concealer sit on blemishes especially. But this is going to be kind of a second skin feel, which I can already tell you it is. Very nice and thin and easy to spread, and actually a good color choice. Now, generally, and I've already done this, you can go ahead and put, I love their little potted foundation. You can put that over it or any foundation of your choice. But today, because I really do like a light wear, I'm just going to have this serve as my complexion. I could have also done this and maybe should have done this underneath, because the concealer is a little bit light for me, just a little bit, which actually I don't mind a light concealer. But I could also do this over. I could do another little layer of it over if I wanted to of the Weekend Skin, but I think this is going to work. Yes, I do wash my hands. No, I am not pulling on the skin on my face, just to answer, preemptively answer what I no doubt will see in comments. I get good at knowing that. Okay. So now that that is all evened out, what nice coverage. And look at the Dark Pits of Despair. What Dark Pits of Despair, you say? Exactly. Dark pits of where? Yeah, they're gone. So really nice, and it feels really good. Now, many people have asked me, does the Weekend Skin feel sticky? Well, it's definitely a skincare moisturizer feel sticky. It's not the term I'd use, but I do feel like I have really moisturized skin. Like they say, it should be like you just came from a facial. And so it feels like that, like it feels very moisturized. If you love powder, you can go ahead and powder a few points. To me, when I put powder on in my makeup, it's enough to do it. Okay, but you know, it's up to you. I'm not a real powder person and I don't mind a dewy feel on the skin, but it feels very moisturized. It is not sticky or tacky. My hair wouldn't stick to my face, nothing like that. I use my transparent one all the time, just kind of as basically in my morning skincare, SPF. So you can do that too. Okay, I'm going to go off camera for a little bit, and we're going to come back on and play with these Hermes products and our last colored Iris and Romeo product. But what I'll do is, since I got other stuff to do and errands to run and stuff, I'll give it a few hours of a break so we can just kind of do a little quick check-in with how things are doing with this complexion, okay? So for me, that would be quite a few hours, but for you, it'll be lickety-split. Okay, I waited 4 hours, because this will really be the only time I'm checking in today. So I wanted to give it a little bit of a go. Looking great. This concealer is really good. Boy, they are making strides. Mr. Concealer and Mrs. Concealer are working overtime because they are making some strides. This is so nice. If you were to put this on my concealer spectrum, this is really nice and thin. It kind of reminds me of the CL. It's really nice and thin, but with a nice amount of coverage, medium to full coverage, honestly. And it is very second skin. And I kind of love it paired with, I really kind of love it paired with Weekend Skin because look, it's just evened out my complexion and giving me coverage because I used the concealer in the spots, you know, that I needed a little more coverage. And the rest of it is just this beautiful glow that's not too glowy. I don't look greasy. It's not like if you put Charlotte Tilbury's Hollywood Flawless Filter all over your face and you're just kind of glowing, which I know is a look, and that's not a bad look, but it's not one I want for every day. So this is much more everyday, and I just kind of feel like my skin looks ready for the day. Very pretty, kind of a casual jeans and t-shirt, which I got going today. Look. So let's step it up a little bit and apply some color. This is great. Look, it's not, in case you're wondering, it's not sinking into lines. I didn't even powder, and it's looking good. Yeah, really, really typical Iris and Romeo. I really like their products. So let's try one more of their products while we're at it. This is the Ceramide Multi-Balm Cheek and Lip Stain. We have an Hermes lipstick, so Iris and Romeo, you're going to be for cheeks today only. But great on the lips. Has a really nice kind of scent to it. Now you're going to go, oh, it's fragrance. No, 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 no. It's like, smells like a skincare type scent. It's not like a perfumey scent, so please don't worry. It's just really a nice kind of hydrated, dewy look. So I brought over a Merit. You know, I love me the Merit #1 brush. I swear I have like 6 of these, and I love them. But you can also use fingers, but I thought I would use this brush. And you can apply it, by the way. You don't have to apply it directly to the skin if you don't want to. A lot of people, when they have a lip and cheek product, they don't want it lip, cheek, lip. They feel it's unsanitary. So you can even do that. I don't care. But you might, and I understand if you do. So it can go directly onto the brush. It can go onto the back of the hand and then the brush. It can go whatever you want. And I do understand. If you're going to use it on your lips too, I understand that that might feel unsanitary. I like to think I'm very sanitary, though, and I don't share my makeup with anyone, except when my children steal it behind my back, or their friends do. So I have got pilfering 17-year-old girls coming in now, you see, because when I'm not home, my 17-year-old has been letting her female friends, you know, rummage around a little bit. I'm like, you people use my Tom Ford perfume. Now's when the foot needs to go down. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm like, why do I smell Tom Ford perfume in the air? And she's like, oh, we tried some of it all. I mean, she doesn't lie. And I'm just like, yeah, no. That's, no. I don't mind if I'm home, but, you know, you don't let 17-year-olds go using your Tom Ford perfume unattended. You know what I'm saying? Some of you out there just clutched your pearls, and I don't blame you. Okay, so this is really pretty. And I'll tell you what I like about this particular shade, this Rosé Cheeks shade. First of all, thank you to Iris and Romeo for choosing this for me because they chose correctly. It's just really pretty. This is just like a, coining a phrase, get ready, my cheeks but better. Your cheeks but better, right? You know what I mean? It looks like I just kind of ran outside to chase the ice cream truck or something. That's the only reason I would be running outside. So yeah, and would be super pretty on the lips. Let's just kind of try it on the lips. I'll put it on my finger. Oh, I just want to try it. We're gonna really put on the Hermes, but kind of goes a bit orange on the lips, huh? Kind of bronzy. But look at that on the lips. Like if I put a gloss over that, how pretty would that be just for like every day? And I could put a little bit of it on my eyes too if I wanted to. By the way, I don't know if you can do this. So this is not told. Iris and Romeo did not tell me to do this. I'm doing this on my own. I've gone rogue. I've gone rogue. Ooh, that's pretty. Like, what about just that with a little bit of lip gloss just for every day, right? I mean, we're going to step up and elevate the look with the Hermes, but what if I were to just do that, right? I'd be good, right? Okay. I'm glad you agree. So let's step it up with some Hermes. Okay, so let's start with this eye pencil. The Hermes Trait de Hermes eye pencil. I went ahead and got the Brun Encore, the brown shade, but it has 24 shades. And I'm hearing back and forth about this. I haven't tried it yet. It's a really dry, I tried it like on my hand and it didn't come off a few days ago, but it's a much drier formula. So we have the same type of component that we have on the Victoria Beckham Beauty, but no, the Victoria Beckham Beauty is that satin kajal. So it's creamy. Some say too creamy. This one is much more like a traditional pencil that kind of has to be warmed up a little bit and has some playtime. So I warmed it up a little bit, and you're darn right, I'm going to use it on the waterline. Sorry to be pulling on my eyes. I know that's not the prettiest thing. It's like some sort of a horror movie. Okay. All right. It's nice. Now, if you have gotten used to, I'm just going to drag it along here a little bit. If you have gotten used to the satin feel, I can now tell why some people don't like this. Okay, I'm going to go under. This is not inside the eye. This is on the lid for those of you who like a liner on the lid. And I know I'm doing a kind of a sloppy job. I don't normally put it on the lid because I don't normally wear it on the lid. I don't have a lot of lid space. And if I flip it around and use our little smudger, I'm just going to smudge it out, and that helps erase my messiness. Okay, I think this is a really good pencil. You just got to like that feel of a waxier, more traditional eyeliner that has to be warmed up. So I'm going to tell you, people who don't like it, which side goes on the color? Does it matter? People who don't like it just don't like the feel of that traditional, harder pencil. You know, because it looks like a Victoria Beckham Beauty, I feel like we are more predisposed to go, why doesn't it? It looks like Victoria Beckham. Why doesn't it feel like it? Because it's not satin kajal. This is, I'm telling you, this is a traditional liner. So it's going to skip. It needs to be warmed up first on your hand. It's going to set, but it needs the time to set. But I like it because the playtime is, there's a lot of playtime. And I think it's actually really pretty. There's nothing wrong with it. This is like, for those of you who like Victoria Beckham, but you actually think it's too creamy, too thick, smears too much, you'd like these. Okay. Horses for courses, as they say. All right, let's go ahead and play with a little bit more here. We got this red lipstick, which I'm excited to try. But I want to take that same brush that we had, and I want to use, since this Hermes Plein Air, the 24 Faubourg Face and Eye Illuminating Powder, since it is also for the eyes, I just want to use that same brush that I used when I kind of cheated and put the Iris and Romeo in the crease. I want to just take this now. I'm trying not to hurt the design, and put this on the inner corner and onto the eye. And wow, that's really pretty. Now, we don't need anyone's permission to put highlighter on our eyes, but it's nice when we hear it. It means that it's, you know, eye safe and whatnot. Not that that's ever stopped me before, but I'm just saying. And then if I take this little brush here, I'm going to use it also as a highlighter. Just kind of go over that real pretty Iris and Romeo blush that we used. Wow, I love, okay, so I agree that it might be weird to put Iris and Romeo with Hermes, but that's like my life. You know, I like to put those kind of things together. You know, I love Hermes, I love Iris and Romeo. I think you guys can relate, really, for the most part. And this is a look I would put together, a little, you know, kind of middle, you know, high end with luxury. And I think we all kind of roll that way. Now, I am going to step it up maybe a bit too much with a satin lipstick in this refillable Rouge Amazon. Maybe too much. So, you know, I'm in my red lipstick era, but I'm trying to be in my red lipstick era all the time, not just when I go out. In other words, if you stay with me here, I am trying to do this casual look with red lipstick to run errands. I know. Okay, let's try it. Okay, do I need a brush? I have really dry lips because my allergies have been horrible. That's not going to be particularly flattering with red lipstick. I need to get out my sugar scrub. So I'm sorry about that. If you are in your red lipstick era, you cannot have dry lips. They don't go together. But dry lips aside, I'm looking for, you guys know I like eye brushes with red lipstick. What do you think? Yeah, actually, you know, and this formula is so nice that it doesn't gap. I mean, I could fix it up a little bit. I didn't bring over the proper pencil eye brush to do it. But see, this is like what I want to do with jeans, and I want to wear like my Nikes, my little Nike Dunks, and my jeans and a t-shirt and red lipstick. This is what I aspire to right now, my personal aesthetic, with all the rest really casual. So this is kind of like a go-to look for me right now. Not having dry lips would kind of help a little bit, but yeah. This is me right now. I'm really pleased with this. All right, tell me what you think of this kind of mid-high and super high mixed together, and what you guys think about that, and if it was something you would do and you would wear. A lot of people are cheering me on in my red lip era, but I don't know if you knew that it was red lip for casual. So let me know what your thoughts are down below. Hey, check out down below too in the description bar, and where available here on the screen in YouTube shopping, I'll have all these products listed for your perusal or to shop and buy, plus information on how to join our Facebook group. We're having a lot of fun over there. Why aren't you over there too? It's free. Or you can pay $4.99 a month and be here with me on YouTube for our weekly lives. Also a lot of fun. But you can also find information down there on how to find me on Instagram and TikTok and Threads, how to give super thanks, all of that good stuff. Make sure you are subscribed and that you share and like, and more is coming at you in the next few weeks as we roll on to the holidays and I roll on with my red lip era. I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.